Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I am your host, the Ranting Monkey, and I hope you are having a wonderful
Saturday.
Hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. With me is the wonderful, the lovely Irate Bear, who goes by Alex now because
it's Irate Alex. I've abandoned Irate Bear. Stop calling me that. You can call me Bear, just don't call me Irate Bear. Come on, branding monkey. You know how it works.
The wonderful Irate Alex. You'll notice, Bear, in the description I put Irate Alex's channel.
Oh, you're beautiful, mate. You're beautiful. Thank you very much. And good morning, monkey, and good morning to everybody in the chat. I hope the week has found you well, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And what a great way to start it.
What a very enthusiastic opening. That's much more enthusiastic than I usually do.
Monkey, I have been at work for like 4 days.
You're gonna spoil the audience. They're gonna be like, "Why is Monkey so gloomy all the time?"
You don't understand, man. Like when I'm at work, I get YouTube withdrawals. When I'm at home, I get work withdrawals. So I have ridiculous amounts of energy all the time. I'm always excited.
I get you. I feel you. I used to get that way when I worked on vacation time. By the end of it, it's like, man, I miss work.
Yeah, I know some people would be like, bullshit, but seriously, like, it's somewhere you go. It's a constant in your life. You know you're doing something good because you're working. You can tell people that don't work that they're scumbags.
Like me. Go ahead and tell me.
Well, no, you're disabled. That's different.
I'm a crippled scumbag.
And to be fair, monkey, like you stream about 16 hours a day.
That's true. I do a lot.
Which, to be fair, is more than what a lot of working people do. So,
no mods. Let's go crazy. Becca, I thought you were on my side.
She's not. She's already taken off her bra and is burning it in the chat.
She does that now and then to keep warm.
The thing is, I've heard all. Well, no, I've not heard all about it, which I'm going to be asking you about shortly, monkey. The common sense white woman reform.
Oh,
I keep hearing it. I keep seeing it, and that's probably why she's out there in the chat burning her bra right now. I also assume she's cold. I mean, it is October. Well, I mean, it's starting to get on now.
You know, that's actually a good way to start the show, Bear, because I haven't gone over this in detail in a while. Here's the thing. There's a problem in our nation, and I'm sure in yours as well.
Oh, if it started in America, it's probably already here.
Here's
we like to follow suit, sir. We do like to follow suit.
The problem is women. Women are fucking everything up. And I'm glad I'm doing this in the first 10 minutes. Hi, YouTube. But please hear me out. Hear me out.
If you wanted to be demonetized, mate, just I could have said a bunch of words.
Hang on, I got more.
Oh, okay.
I think women need to be put in their place. And in their place, I believe that they need to be equal to men. And instead, they are elevated in our societies to the point where we're actually at a point where we had a movement to believe all women. Just whatever, just believe all women.
Can you not read that super chat? It's racist.
Thank you, Darkshade, who says, "Hey, monkey and half monkey." I think I'm the half monkey.
Well, I mean, either way, it's still racist.
Neither way is that good.
No.
Anyhow, but thank you.
Fuck you.
So here's the thing: women have been elevated, and they need to be brought back to equality with men instead of believe women. How about believe evidence? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say this: while I blame women, it's men's fault, and here's why: because women will say something stupid, and instead of men going, "Well, that's really fucking stupid," they just sit there and clap along, hoping they'll get to touch the pooter.
I don't, and she's in the chat as well. She'll back me up on this. She's at work now. Good.
And that's a good thing, because that's not the right way to treat anybody. Thank you, Connor Johnson. If there's a series that I would enjoy watching during this time of year, it's Batman the Animated Series. Would you agree? I am a kind of time of year person that I watch things at certain times of year. I've never watched Batman the Animated Series. I didn't like the animation style. So I stayed away from it. But if you enjoy it, sure, absolutely. And Darkshade, thank you. Sorry, Floofy, I'm not gay.
X.
So anyway, back to what I was saying. We have men to blame for this because they're just being assholes. They're not
Well, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Without wishing to interrupt you too much. Women are fucking shit up. I mean, I agree. I know how they're fucking shit up. But for the sake of explanation and for context, might we have a ranting monkey rant as to how they're fucking it up?
How it happened? I see. That's the part I'm not really sure of because it doesn't make sense.
Well, I'm not asking how it started, but rather what's going on right now.
Well, look at, for instance, the climate change shit, right?
Oh,
you have. We are
going to talk about that in a bit, monkey.
We will, yeah. Believe me, I actually have stuff to talk about tonight, guys. We're not winging it tonight. But take a look at that. You have a whole group of adults who are, that 16-year-old kid is the smartest thing I've ever seen. The one who's saying we need to just fuck society. That is her message. If you're not paying attention to what Greta's saying, that's her message. Her message is, I'm not going to school. No millennial, or sorry, they're not millennials. What are they? Gen Z?
Gen Z, yeah.
No Gen Zers should ever get jobs because why? Why bother? Why bother? We should just fuck society completely because I'm a spoiled little dumbass. And you have adults going.
Yeah, you can't blame the millennials anymore. Millennials are in the 30s now, mate. It's the Gen Zers that are nuts. Fuck you. No, hang on. Your fault. Your fault.
No, we were the lazy generation. What happened, though, is you have women who are doing this because any man out there with a brain in his head is going, well, that's fucking retarded. But the women are clapping along. So the guys are going, this is how we get pussy? All right, I'll clap. And so now that's how we got to women, right? That's how we got to women. It's women's fault, or women are the problem, but it's men's fault. And when it comes to women, it's always fucking white women, largely because in our country, they're the majority and they're fucking loud and they won't shut the fuck up and nobody will tell them to shut the fuck up. So we need common sense white women reform.
I think it started in the 60s and 70s, if I'm honest.
I think it started more in the 90s. In the 60s,
when did the second gen start?
Oh, well, yeah, that's the 60s and 70s, but it didn't here's the thing. It wasn't until the 90s when you started seeing these pussy ass guys. I'm a modern man. I give into my feelings. I'm a feeling man. Which then eventually led us to Queer Eye for the Straight Guy bullshit.
I remember that.
Oh, it's back, man. They have a reboot of that series going on like Netflix or Hulu or one of those things.
What was the show where it was a bunch of gayers and it had the fella from Sons of Anarchy?
I'm not sure.
Sorry, please continue.
No, but the 90s is where we saw these guys turn into absolute pussies. I'm a 90s man. They actually made fun of it in the one South Park. Was it a trilogy they did? I can't remember. But where Saddam is in hell and he's come back after the events of Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. And Satan has a new boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I'm a 90s man. That was the 90s man. They were the sick, disturbing precursors of metrosexuals. Yeah, it's metrosexuals, guys. But it wasn't. Don't blame metrosexuals, man. They learned this from the 90s, man. Where I believe in my feelings. Can I please touch your pussy now?
Memory serves of the 90s of there being a great deal of boy bands at the time. Well, and whilst they spoke about feelings and were quite emo in their lyrics and stuff, they weren't exactly those type of sense. I mean, they projected themselves as sensitive individuals, but they fucking weren't. They were monsters, is what they were.
You have the sensitive individual thing. I mean, you had shows like 30 something in the late 80s, and then you had your ERs and stuff, and those are sensitive men. They were sensitive. There was only like one doctor who was manly. And the rest of them, they look like men, but then they acted like bitches.
You know,
And
it's weird because I don't see it in the real world.
No, because that's not how the real world works. There was a problem in the 90s, Bear. This actually happened. All of these sensitive men and the women. It's actually exactly what South Park talked about in the Queer Eye episode. How the guys, they see this fad and they all catch on to it. You know, oh, this is what the women will like. But then the women are like, I don't want to be with a woman. And so you had a little bit of a resurgence of manly men.
Mm.
And then we got the metrosexuals, and we really never got rid of them. They stopped calling themselves that. But you have all these men out there who don't know how to be men and are afraid of women. And when women say something retarded, they just go, "You're so right. All men do suck." Like, what the fuck is so? In this country, yes, and across the world, women are fucking shit up all over the place. But it's mostly white women here. They are the loudest. They are the dumbest. Sorry, ladies, not all of you. Hashtag not all. And they're causing the problems. Again, with the climate thing, did you see the people dancing for climate change?
Yes.
Did you notice
even on my Irate Alex Twitter account, I can't escape it.
Did you notice how many of them were white women?
Oh, they were all white women.
There were a couple of dudes in there. I mean,
they were nary a person of color to be seen. You know why? Because people of color don't have time for that shit.
No, them hunkies did not have any Negroes around them because Negroes are bad for the environment.
No, they probably would have paid a local company to board up the area for them to do it in.
And get that dirty person away from me.
Honestly,
look how dark his skin is. He hasn't even bathed.
Because that was over here, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was in Trafalgar Square. See, folks, you have to remember this, and I know Monkey's not a fan of Till Deer, and that's perfectly fine. But he did a fantastic video ages ago pointing out the mass hypocrisy that you will see from the great British middle class. And of course, our middle class is not like the American middle class. Our middle class are like, oh, of course, you know, let's go drink a frappuccino. And I believe in rights for everybody, and I'm climate change for all, that kind of thing, you know.
Indeed.
But of course, when it came to the Notting Hill Festival, and they do this shit every year, it's become so prolific that businesses have sprung out of it. These people, you know, in their big townhouses, they're very, very fucking expensive townhouses, pay companies to board up their gardens and windows and doors during these events. Do you know why? Because those events are full of people of color.
Thank you, Darkshade, who says the POC in London were too busy stabbing. I need the headline to prove that. I need a source for that. But
there was actually a mass stabbing yesterday in Manchester.
Dear Christ.
3 people stabbed. I'm not sure what the results of that were.
So yeah, that's where common sense white women reform comes from. Something needs to be done about white women, and men, it's up to you. Men, you need to stand up and tell these bitches no. When they say something stupid, just look at them and say, no, it's okay. And you know what? They'll respect you for that. They have no respect for you guys. Do you understand that? Do you fucking pussies out there understand women do not respect you? And you know what they don't give to men they don't respect? Pussy.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to lay down for you when they're like, he is a little bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll do what I tell him to, but he's such a little bitch.
See, black women have it right, because they'll just slap you if they think you're a bitch.
These they're getting it completely backwards is the problem, and they no, it's for progress. Like what is progressive about completely abandoning any part of your spine?
There's nothing progressive about it.
What is progressive about being a carpet, a doormat? Nothing. Stop it. You know it's stupid when you have these fucking assholes put famous people. Patton Oswalt was one of them. Put on a t-shirt, #believe women. No. I'm gonna tell you something. Women lie. They're human. It happens. The idea that you're just going to believe them because they said something. All right. Well, what happens when a woman says, Patton Oswalt touched my no-no place when I told him not to?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just supposed to believe her, right?
Yeah. There was a case of that not so long ago, if memory serves.
Becca says, I don't mind being put in my place when needed. Spank me and put me in a corner. I'd respect that. Well, look, I'm going to be quite honest with you. There are times Lady Monkey has put me in my place, told me I'm being a dumbass or being an asshole. You know what I mean? I need it as well. I think all of us need it. There are times when we all need somebody to go, oh, we need to check on ourselves. Nobody's perfect. And right now we're treating women like they're perfect, like they can't make a mistake. They say the dumbest fucking shit. And you have all of these men clapping along when they know that's not right. Like, come on, man. Either you're retarded or you know better. You're just clapping to get pussy. And you're not going to get it that way because women do not respect you.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Nobody respects you. You're a joke to all of us. You're just a useful idiot to them. And you know what they're doing? They're fucking manly men while you're wondering why they won't have sex with me. I do everything they want me to.
If I had that kind of attitude in work, and just bearing in mind that there's a couple of female residents, 2 of them are cunts, and if I had that kind of attitude, that clap along, oh, just do what you want, they'd walk all over me.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't letting them do it.
Look, there's a natural tendency for people to do that to doormats. If you're a human doormat, it's not just women that'll do it or men that'll do it. Everybody's going to do it. They're going to see, hey, look, there's a doormat. I'm going to go wipe my feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have some fucking self-respect, and then you'll notice other people will respect you more. But
can we have common sense younger person reform as well while we're there?
I think that would be educational reform, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong. We could use some common sense
along those lines.
Because this is one of the things I wanted to talk about there. Let me get in. Let me
stop saying my name so vitriol, bear. It's like so bitchy.
I didn't mean it bitchy towards you. That's it's how I sounded because of this fucking article. There's this thing that's been going around the last couple of days, and I finally paid attention to it today. It's girl 10 who refused to answer rude test question praised for brilliant reply.
Oh my god.
So she was doing a math problem, right? And the math problem says this. I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see it too. Give me just a second here. Please, professional monkey on the internet. Trademark.
We will get there in the end, folks. Don't worry.
It should be on the screen, but for some reason, there it goes. The table to the right shows the weight of 3 grade 4 students. How much heavier is Isabel than the lightest student? And the child circles it, says, what? This is offensive. Sorry, I won't write this. It's rude. Now, the child
right wrong for a start, and rude wrong.
Rude.
Yeah.
She needs to be in spelling class. I don't know if she just found spelling to be rude. But people are cheering this. Now, there is nothing. She wrote her teacher a letter about this, explaining, I wasn't trying to be rude, but this was fat shaming. I think is it in the article? Hang on. Yeah, right here. It says, Dear Miss Shaw, I don't want to be rude, but I don't think that math problem was very nice. That's judging people's weight. Also, the reason I did not do the sentence is because I just don't think that's nice. Oh, and the problem is page 34, number 7, love. The child's name is Rhythm.
All right.
Child's name is Rhythm. Anyhow, so I want to read this. I want to read this one more time. I want to read it. It says, the table to the right shows the weight of 3 grade 4 students. How much heavier is Isabel than the lightest student? There's no fat shaming in that.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say how much heavier is the fattest bitch than the thinnest bitch. It doesn't say how much heavier is Isabel being so fat. There's nothing. It's literally just how much heavier is she. Now, I don't know your British. I don't know what 35 kilograms comes out to. She's apparently almost 6 kilograms heavier than the other two students.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fat shaming. It's just a question. It's just a mathematical question. There's no judgment involved other than she's heavier. That's not judging her for being heavier. It's noticing. 75 pounds, says Duck Dog. I don't know if that's good or bad for a fourth grader these days. But adults, they're cheering. Yay, look, she stopped them from the fat shaming. There's no
But it wasn't
fat shaming.
It's not like it said how much bit more obese is Sally than fucking Rhythm.
Just how much more does she weigh? Whoa, God, hey, you can't ask about her weight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, how many more cheeseburgers did Isabel eat than everyone else? How about that problem? Would that be okay? But this is the shit they're cheering on, man. And what they should be doing is going, hey, kid, you're wrong. You should have just answered the question. You don't understand what fat shaming. I don't believe fat shaming is a problem anyway. But if you're going to talk about fat shaming, at least talk about actual fat shaming. That's not what this is.
Yeah. They're being very indirect about it, aren't they?
It's fucking retarded, but they're hiding behind kids again because you're not allowed to question those kids, man.
Oh, yeah.
Ever.
I've seen that shit with the Greta thing.
Yeah, with Greta. You're not allowed to say anything about her because, kid. Mm-hmm. They're using her as a shield.
When she turns 18, they'll get another one.
Yeah. Old David has kind of disappeared, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
David Hogg hasn't been in the news for a while.
Is that his 5 minutes?
Damn, I'm so happy to be older than most who listen to you. I just smile and hope you younger figure it out. Desert Tramp, I'm with you. And the problem is they're not going to figure it out. I mean, some of them might, but they're being indoctrinated. They're being lied to. There was a great thing from. Do you follow Hotep Jesus?
No.
I love Hotep Jesus. He says some funny shit. But one of the ones he tweeted out yesterday says university is where you pay an institution to make you dumber than you already are. Like, yep.
I don't completely agree with that, but
of course it's a generalization there.
Well, I realize that it's a specific dig at colleges and universities that have crazy Marxist professors.
Well, he goes on in his follow-up one says, you enter school a political science major and leave an agent of communism. Your entire vocabulary will be replaced with newspeak. Your range of thought will shrink like a prick in cold water. I agree with him. And I know there's going to be people out there to be like, hey, no, college does some good. Some people go into college and they come out smart and they're going to save the world. Most people go into college and they spend $100,000 to come out with no education and no real understanding of the shit they're going to be talking about on social media. And I know because I end up arguing with these fucking morons all the time.
These kids would benefit a great deal from all taking a gap year to go travel. They really would. Go get some life experience. Go see what true poverty looks like. Just take a year, 2 years maybe, and then go to college. I think it would benefit society in general.
I was watching a bunch of old Drunken Uncle videos yesterday because I really liked his new one. And it's like, man, I haven't watched some Drunkle in a while, so I was binge watching. And I came across the one. I had responded to it too, but it was the Riley Dennis poor people one, where Riley Dennis was upset because Fox News had said that the majority of poor people in the country, in our country, have refrigerators. They should have refrigerators. That's a basic human right. It's like, it's really not.
Lack of understanding of what human rights are, but okay.
Well, he goes on. This is the part of that video that annoyed me the most was he was saying, you can't tell welfare people what to spend their money on. And he goes, we have a whole bunch of people who work for the government Should we be able to tell them what to spend their money on? Like, Riley, one of those is welfare. The other's a paycheck.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying that we should tell poor people how to spend their paycheck. We're saying that if you get welfare, you probably if you're getting food stamps, you probably shouldn't be using food stamps to buy expensive shit. You should be trying to make that last for the whole month. No, man, it's just the same. A paycheck is welfare if it comes from the government.
Really glad that somebody like Riley could never be a actual leader in any of our countries.
He is to some people. There's people who watch this and go, "Oh my god, he's so right." I'm so happy to see that.
Yeah, but Riley's never gonna, like, Riley's a
here's-
champagne socialist at the end of the day, right? A slacktivist. These
Here's the
fucking
problem.
people, they're gobbing off on social media. Then they don't have the balls or the fucking drive to actually run for office.
Well, I've always said this about Riley. The importance of Riley Dennis, and he is important in our society, believe it or not, guys. Riley is a bellwether. When Riley makes his videos, it is almost always something that the left, and it would be the left in my country, Bear. I'm not sure what it is in yours, but the far left here in the US is saying. I mean, if you go through and watch his videos, at the time that he made them, each one, that was an argument being made somewhere in the media by lefties. Everything from,
yeah, you'll hear that shit from Corbyn and the crew.
Hey, you need to offer your monk t-shirts in long sleeve too. Want to spend my money? Oh, I'll check it out. I haven't actually gone through and looked at what the offerings are there. I'll take a look. I know back in the day they didn't have long sleeve shirts. All they had was different t-shirts. So I don't know if they have them now. I know they have the hoodies, but I don't remember why I didn't do the hoodies. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. But yeah, but Riley is a good indicator of what is being said on the left right now. He's just a mouthpiece. He's repeating what's been said. Whatever.
When was the last time Riley made a video?
I don't know. I don't watch him anymore. I haven't gone over there and checked in a while. I know he was doing it, a few months back, but
yeah, I'm fairly sure that he stopped.
Maybe you'll go out and get a real job.
Maybe
go pay your own rent and see how much you like giving away your money, man.
Go pay some tax.
And look, there's nothing wrong with helping poor people. I think we should help poor people. But when his argument was that poor people, they should be allowed to buy lobster with that. Like, okay, lobster's really expensive.
It's also not that great either.
Indeed. It's another one of those things that became big because rich people were like, well, poor people aren't eating this. Well, and it'll be expensive. I don't know why I keep doing that voice tonight.
Well, I enjoy it.
Oh God. It's my dear Christ, the retarded voice. But let's say, I don't even know how much lobster is these days, but let's say your lobster is $10 a pound, right?
Mm-hmm.
But over here you have hamburger that's $2 a pound. Which one of those can you buy more of?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, that's a fat shaming math problem. Lobsters are just bugs, so eat bugs, you fascists. No,
it's also the same argument that vegans try to throw around as well. You try explaining to them that it's quite expensive to be a vegan. They don't believe you.
Oh, sure. No, man. You can do it if you're poor. Just go eat out of the trash. You can get bread that lasts for 20 years.
Just go eat a lettuce every day. You'll be fine.
But yeah, so women are stupid. No. According to Adam Ruins Everything, lobsters are basically bugs and we should all be eating bugs. Well, according to Adam, he's a little bitch. I mean, you want to talk about the quintessential I wish I was a real man? Yeah. Adam from Adam Ruins Everything. Holy shit. I mean, that dude just drips estrogen.
I remember his alpha male video.
Oh God, that was so bad. That was such a bad video. That's why I still hate CBS because of that shit. I think it was CBS. That was the one where I got a strike, and not a strike, what's it called when they just
The
take
warning.
they take your advertising.
Oh, what, demonetize you?
No. The show itself pulls you. You don't actually get a strike, but they copyright claim. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Just the copyright claim. They didn't actually strike the video. I appealed, and they have 30 days to answer it. And those fuckers waited all 30 days before they said sure.
Of course it did.
Them little fucks. They're the only people who've ever done it to me. Everyone else, it's like within a week max.
Yeah.
And these fuckers, when it comes out on the 30th day, they actually waited.
Yeah.
It's not like they just finally got to it on the 30th day.
Yeah.
Dicks. Actually, I believe it was on the 29th day. But yeah, Adam, he's a bitch. He's a little bitch man. But see, we also have this problem that women really like gay men, especially effeminate gay men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
they do, yeah, they're always busy wingers, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have these men who can never get the puss, and then they see like, wow, they really like the gay men. I'm gonna act like one of them. It's like, yeah, they also don't want to sleep with the gay man.
Yeah, fuck them.
Did you catch that? The gay man, they're gonna think you're a gay man.
Yeah.
Because you're acting like one.
Just because Adam Sandler did a movie once where he pretended to be a gayer and walked away with the girl at the end doesn't mean you are going to get the puss.
Well, there are women out there who will try to turn gay men.
Yeah, and vice versa.
But they're few and far between. They're not as it's not as common as you think.
Mm.
One of the reasons women like gay men is because gay men are not trying to get in their pants.
Yeah, and they give brilliant fashion advice.
They really don't. We can talk about that again too. I've mentioned this so many times.
I don't know, dude. Like all the gay guys I've ever seen are quite trendy.
Trendy and good fashion are not necessarily the same thing. The fashion industry itself is run by gay men and straight women, angry straight women, and they're the ones least likely to want to fuck a woman. And so when they dress them, I look at it and go, that's not attractive. Because you don't know what's attractive on women because you're gay men and straight women. You want to know what looks good on a woman? Ask a straight dude. Ask a lesbian. Those are the ones who want to bang them. We'll tell you what looks good on you.
Lesbians aren't known for dressing.
Well, look,
good at all.
Hang on, they may not dress themselves well, but they know what looks good on a woman.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, I used to hate that fucking show, Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. The only thing they ever did that was right was cut the guy's hair and shave him. Because most of the guys on that had like long, dumbass hair. Which, by the way, that doesn't look good on most men, guys. Get a fucking haircut. It doesn't. Most of you look like dumbasses. You look like douches. Cut your fucking hair.
I agree with you.
But then they also would have like those this was before the big beard became trendy, which by the way, that trend has died. Cut your fucking beard. You look like a moron. You look like you just came out of the jungle I fucking hate it. It was dumb at the beginning. Those big ass beards. Look how great my beard is. You look like a dumbass. Cut it.
Monkey doesn't like beards, people.
I don't. Most people can't wear them. They look like fucking morons.
They might have a weak chin, mate. Like you need to be more sensitive to that.
I don't give a fuck. You know what? Look, I wear I wear a beard. You can wear a beard. I'm not saying don't wear a beard. I'm saying cut it. You shouldn't be able to find food a week later you didn't know was there.
Dirty.
Cut that shit.
Very dirty. They got bacteria in them. It's the same with dreadlocks.
Disgusting. Don't
do it, all right? It's just dirty.
Trim that shit. Yeah, I said cut it, but yeah, trim that shit. Same with your hair. Cut your damn hair. What was I ranting about that got me off on that?
I don't know. You were going off about Riley and...
Fuck, I never know where this shit comes from, man. You know,
kind of went off on one.
Stupidest thing I've seen in men's fashion. beard oil. Well, that's actually been around for a long time. What about I love the people have come back with the mustache wax to give you the little handlebar mustache.
Doesn't DeFranco sell that?
Oh, he probably
oil?
DeFranco sells everything.
Yeah. I've seen his cereal. I didn't believe it at first.
I didn't grow my big beard because of the trend. I hate scarves to the point where I wear a long beard in the summer to avoid wearing a scarf in the winter. That's fine. But if I see you and I see a big beard, I'm probably going to judge you and go, you're like a dumbass.
He's judging you.
I do. I judge people for how they look. I'm not going to, I hate those. I don't judge people. Fuck you. Yes, you do. I'm just upfront about it. I'll tell you I'm judging you.
I don't.
Bullshit.
I don't.
Bullshit.
Mate, if it was apparent I was judging people, I couldn't do the job that I do.
I'm not saying it's apparent.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not known for being subtle, monkey.
Look, my aunt is the most religious person I know. I know I've said shit that absolutely offends the fuck out of her. And she never complains about it because she loves me and she tries not to judge people. I know she's still judging me. You can't be that Christian and read some of the shit I've wrote and be like, yeah, that's okay. He said that. You should be like, you're going to burn in hell.
You're going to burn in hell.
I mean, there are posts on my Facebook where I'm cheering a dead family member for dying. Not a very Christian thing to do. You know what I mean?
No, it's not very Christian at all, is it?
But I mean, when you're talking about judging people for how they look, everybody does it. You can't not do it. Like if you see a dirty person,
I'm amazing.
Bullshit. If you see a dirty person, somebody in dirty jeans and ripped up shoes, and they're wearing 3 different shirts, they have a big scruffy beard.
Who do you think you're talking to, dude?
Hang on.
Where do you think I work?
Time out. They got this long unkempt hair. What would you think they might be? Wouldn't you immediately
is that
go,
noise?
That's on your end.
Huh.
Anyhow,
sorry.
Wouldn't you look at them and go, wow, that dude looks homeless?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, that's not judging them.
That is a judgment.
That's not a judgment.
It is a judgment. It could have just been a dude who doesn't take care of himself.
That's an observation, not a judgment.
That's a judgment. Bullshit.
No, a judgment implies a certain emotion towards that particular individual.
It does not.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Look it up.
I can think you look like an asshole and not hate you for it. Just think you look like an asshole.
You called me an asshole earlier. It's not very nice, monkey.
Okay, so yeah, it's not a criticism. I'm not talking about criticizing people. Although I'll criticize you too. I'll be upfront about that too. Yeah, I criticize people all the fucking time. Yeah, yes, often for how they look, and I try not to do it, Bear, if it's like something they can't control. You know, I don't judge people for their skin color. I don't judge people for having a big ass nose. Although if you have a big ass nose, I'll probably think you're a Jew. Especially if you have curly black hair on top.
And if you're really good at math.
Yeah, I mean, then you're probably an Asian Jew.
Well, the Jews are good at maths as well.
Not as good as the Asians.
Yeah, I know, but you know, everybody wants a Jewish accountant.
Well, yeah, of course. Although the smart people get an Asian one. You get a Jewish lawyer.
Got the wrong way around. My bad.
But
I don't come from money.
Neither do I. Oh man, when I was watching that Drunko video where he's talking about where he was watching Riley, I'm sitting there watching Riley talk about poor people and how they shouldn't have to eat ramen every day. I'm just like, you motherfucker, you've never been poor.
Mm-hmm.
You've never been poor. It's obvious. The way you talk, you've never felt poverty in your fucking life. Not even American poverty, which isn't as bad as poverty in like the third world.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even close, y'all. You might be living paycheck to paycheck. They're living dirt sandwich to dirt sandwich.
Yeah. And they are.
Listening to this motherfucker talk about how poor people feel, I was like, You don't even know a poor person. You can't, or you wouldn't be talking like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, it's okay to judge. That's the moral of the story. And it is absolutely okay to judge. Now, we need to get to the title of the stream real quick there, because
the Blizzard thing.
yeah,
I've seen people talking about it. I don't really know what's been going on. I assume women are to blame.
Probably. Okay, so you know what's going on in Hong Kong, right?
Yeah, the lots of censorship, protests, and police beating the shit out of them, that kind of thing.
Yep, you have protesters who are protesting largely for their freedom. It started as a protest against a law that would allow extradition to China for criminal punishment to be like instantaneous or much easier or whatever.
Yeah.
And while their government backed down on that, they still haven't, canceled it completely, but they're supposedly doing it. The protests have gone on, and if you've watched the video from this stuff, it's horrible, man. You have these police out there just randomly beating the absolute fuck out of people.
No, I can believe it.
Dark Shade, thank you. Shaving is just way too much of a pain, so I just use some hair trimmer to give myself a quick buzz every so often for a 5 o'clock shadow. Yeah, I do mine probably once a week. My hair doesn't grow that fast, thank God. But if I go longer than that, I start to look homeless. So anyway, so you have these protests going on, and they're protesting for their freedom. There was a great video of some white woman, obviously American, who moved over there, who was yelling at the protesters because the protesters had wrote stuff on a wall, and she was telling them they shouldn't do that. She says, "You guys obviously put freedom above safety."
Oh my God!
Like, yeah, cunt. Of course they do. Somebody get that white woman under control.
What's that old saying about sacrificing freedom for safety?
Those
and deserving neither.
Yeah, it's Benjamin Franklin. I forget the exact quote, but it's those who would give up their freedom for modicum of safety deserve neither freedom nor safety, and you'll get neither as well.
Yeah,
because that's how it works. But anyway, so Blizzard is having a Hearthstone tournament, and this guy, I forget his name, Chunk Blitz or something. I forget his fucking name.
That's fucking racist, monkey.
It's seriously, that's his name is something
it's Kung Pao, right?
It's Kung Pao Chicken.
Yeah.
So he's in the tournament. He's one of their best players,
Yeah.
And there's a interview he does, and in his interview he says, "Was it freedom for Hong Kong? This is the fight of our." I forget the exact. It's just 2 lines though, and they're mostly innocuous, just saying he believes in freedom for Hong Kong. Now it should be mentioned he's Hong Kongese or Hong Kongian, or what are they? Are they Hongkonese? What? what do you call a Hong Kong?
Hongkonese. You love that word, don't you?
I do love honking.
We're going with that from now on.
Okay, so
the Honkinese.
He's a Hongkonese, and as soon as he says it, the 2 people who are asking him questions, they duck under the desk. That's how afraid they are of this shit. So Blizzard decides, in their infinite wisdom, that because of him saying this, that they are going to take away his prize money that he's earned and bar him from competing for a year. They also barred the 2 people from asking questions, the casters, I believe is what they called them.
Yeah.
From being involved for a year.
Blizzard did this.
The
fuck's it got to do with them?
Well, they issued a statement, which we can go through in just a moment.
They're a fucking developer.
Yeah. The common thinking is that they're trying not to upset China because they're trying to move into the Chinese market, and they don't want something with their name on it to be associated with the Hong Kong movement.
It's all money, right?
Yeah. So this pissed off a whole lot of people. Are like, fuck this. Not only did they stop their subscriptions to WoW, they're canceling their entire accounts.
I have seen that. I have seen that.
And when you cancel your account with Blizzard, they obliterate it. So like if you had, say you were on Hearthstone and you had bought some of their card packages to get special cards and stuff, they're gone. They're just gone. You can never get that account back. So that's how pissed off people are. It's not like they're just going, I'm not going to pay you this month. I'm not going to pay you ever again. We're walking away from you. Fuck you. So Blizzard come out with a new, with a statement. And it says, we'd like to take a few minutes to talk to you about the Hearthstone Grandmasters tournament this past weekend. On Monday, we made the decision to take action against a player named Blitzchung and 2 shoutcasters after the player shared his views on what's happening in Hong Kong on our official broadcast channel. No, he didn't share his views on that. He said 2 fucking sentences about it, you dickbags. At Blizzard, our vision is, quote, to bring the world together through epic entertainment. And we have core values that apply here. Think globally, lead responsibly, and importantly, every voice matters, encouraging everybody to share their point of view. The actions that we took over the weekend are causing people to question if we are still committed to these values. We absolutely are. And I will explain. Now, he says he's going to explain, and he kind of does, but he doesn't explain how it's still, because he just told us every voice matters, encouraging everybody to share their point of view, right?
Mm-hmm.
That seems pretty to the point. Everybody gets to share their point of view. So now we're going to hear why it's not okay for people to share their point of view. Our esports programs are an expression of our vision and our values. Esports exist to create opportunities for players from around the world, from different cultures.
It's an opportunity for you cunts to make money.
And from different backgrounds to come together to compete and share their passion for gaming. It is extremely important to us to protect these channels and the purpose that they serve, to bring the world together through epic entertainment, celebrate our players, and build diverse and inclusive communities. As to how these values apply in this case. You ready for the bullshit?
Hit me with it, dude. Hit me with it.
Excuse me. First, our official esports tournament broadcast was used as a platform for the winner of this event to share his views with the world. We interview competitors who are at the top of their craft to share how they feel. We want to experience that moment with them. Hearing their excitement is a powerful way to bring us together. Over the weekend, Blitzchung used his segment to make a statement about the situation in Hong Kong, a violation of the rules he acknowledged and understood, and this is why we took action. Every voice matters, and we strongly encourage everyone in our community to share their viewpoints in the many places available to express themselves. However, the official broadcast needs to be about the tournament and to be a place where all are welcome. In support of that, we want to keep the official channel focused on the game. Now, the rules that they're suggesting he broke, I forgot to mention this part to you, Bear, is that he made Blizzard look bad.
In front of what? Who? China?
I don't know. They didn't say specifically, but the rule they pointed to, and I'm paraphrasing there, I'm boiling it down to its essence, is that they made Blizzard look bad. That's the rule he broke.
Okay.
Second, what is the role of shoutcasters for these broadcasts? We hire shoutcasters to amplify the excitement of the game. They elevate the watchability and help the esport viewing experience stay focused on the tournament and our amazing players. Third, our actions are based on the content, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's get down to where we get back to it. This is what they're going to, they admit they made a little bit of a mistake. Okay. I'll link this here so you guys can read it yourself, because I am skipping the last 2 things of their bullshit. Did that come through? Why is my chat fucked up?
I don't know.
All right. In the tournament itself, Blitzchung played fair. Oh, wait, this is the part that I wanted. Okay, what could Blizzard have done better? And where do we go from here? Over the past few days, many players, casters, esports fans, and employees have expressed concerns about how we determine the penalties. We had a chance to pause, to listen to our community, and to reflect on what we could have done better. In hindsight, our process wasn't adequate, and we reacted too quickly. We want to ensure that we maintain a safe and inclusive environment for all of our players, and that our rules and processes are clear. All of this in service to another important Blizzard value, play nice, play fair. In the tournament itself, while Blitzchung played fair, we now believe he should have received his prizing. We understood that for some, this is not about the prize, and perhaps for others, it is disrespectful to even discuss it. That is not our intention. All right, I want to back up there. Play nice, play fair. They admit he played nice, or they played fair, and he played nice. I mean, he played the game without getting kicked out for how he played.
Yeah.
So he played nice and he played fair. But playing fair also includes appropriate pre- and post-match conduct, especially when a player accepts recognition for winning in a broadcast. When we think about the suspension, 6 months for Blitzchung is more appropriate, after which time he can compete in the Hearthstone Pro Circuit again if he so chooses. There is a consequence for talking or for taking the conversation away from the purpose of the event and disrupting or derailing the broadcast. With regard to the casters, remember their purpose is to keep the event focused on the tournament. That did not happen here, and we are setting the suspension to 6 months as well. Moving forward, we will continue to apply tournament rules to ensure our official broadcasts remain focused on the game and are not a platform for divisive social or political views. One of our goals at Blizzard is to make sure that every player everywhere in the world, regardless of political views, religious beliefs, race, gender, or any other consideration, always feels safe and welcome both competing in and playing our games. At Blizzard, we are always listening and finding ways to improve. It is part of our culture. Thank you for your patience as we continue to learn. Sincerely, J. Allen Brack, President of Blizzard.
What a shit.
He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't play unnice. He wasn't unnice. What's unnice? Rude. He called for freedom for his people.
Yeah. That's not very nice of you, fucking Blizzard.
You think this asshole went to see Braveheart, and at the end he went, "That's fucking rude, man." A 6-month suspension because he said he supported freedom. Now let me ask you this, Bear, because I asked Blizzard on Twitter and they haven't responded yet.
Well, I imagine my shock.
Do you think if, say, an American player won the tournament and somewhere in their interview they said, I really support trans rights?
Oh yeah.
Do you think they'd be suspended?
No. I think they would be praised by the devs and probably given some kind of extra sponsorship.
They'd probably make a card in their honor. Jordan says there's 6 months for the casters for letting him say those two sentences. Yeah, there's that too. There is a little part of this that I didn't mention. They were wearing gas masks at the time, which is the Hong Kong protesters have had to wear.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit what I think the casters got in trouble for as well. But still, I mean, these fucking people, you're a liar. You're a fucking liar. You can't tell me that you are never going to allow any political broadcast or political message in any kind of broadcast, because I know better. I know for a fact if somebody got up there and said that they supported gay rights, there is no way in fucking hell you're going to stand up to that. No fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to put yourself in that kind in the line of fire for that. So bullshit. You're bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't think necessarily that this was the right place to say it, but it's not like he went on a long rant about it. He just gave 2 sentences and that was the end of it. All you have to, okay, so you free Hong Kong. Great. What else? What about the match? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But no, originally, yeah, they were keeping his money.
Fucking assholes.
But
his money.
They've decided to give it to him.
Oh, okay.
They had time to think it over, and now they're going to give him his winnings.
They granted a kind of reprieve for him. It makes me wonder, though, because you have these countries where it's illegal to be gay.
Sure.
What would happen if one of these esports competitions were to take place in one of these countries and one of the esports players stood up and announced that, You know, we would like gay rights. We would like LGBT rights because it's illegal to be homosexual in this country. I wonder then if Blizzard would also take the same stance. You know, because and that's not a gotcha kind of thing. Because you know, I'm looking at this and thinking they're doing this to get into the market. Would they dick the LGBT community in one of these countries, like one of the West African countries, for example? Would they end up dicking the gays? Ironically,
No.
in favor of money? I have to ask that question.
Grant says he literally got all giddy because he knew he was breaking their terms of engagement. No, he got all giddy because he's from Hong Kong, and he said that over a national, a worldwide broadcast. If you read the terms of their engagement, there is nothing in there that says you can't say anything political, as far as I know. Not at least not the part of their terms that they say he violated. It doesn't say you can't say anything political. It absolutely doesn't. What it says is that you can't make Blizzard look bad. And the casters literally hid under their desk. Yeah. It's not a good idea to make yourself a target like that when you're Honkanese. It was a social taboo, not a contractual obligation. Yeah. I'm having a hard time believing that Blizzard sat down their players beforehand and said, look, guys, you can't talk about Hong Kong. You can't mention freedom. He signed a blank check. That's on him. He and the casters knew exactly what they were doing. No, they didn't. They knew what they were doing in regards to Hong Kong. They didn't know what they were doing in regards to Blizzard fucking him in the ass for standing for freedom, for fuck's sake. And it's great. Look, Grant, if you hate the guy, hate him. You think it was his problem. He deserved what he got. He shouldn't get his money. That's cool, man. Fuck, make him Chinese for all I care. But what happened to him here, what Blizzard did to him was bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. And you know what? Blizzard does this kind of shit. They've done this for a long time, where they have rules that they don't actually tell you are rules. They're very YouTubian in that way.
I like that. YouTubian. I like that.
Shio sent a picture of hang on, I gotta show you this. Because I gotta correct something. I have to correct something here. There you go. He said the homeless douche look, according to Ranting Monkey. No. He doesn't have a big beard. This is just the douche look. And look, if you want to do that to your face, it's your fault. That seems the right one to me. But I don't know too many people that is so cool the way you waxed your mustache. Do it. You be you, but I'm allowed to judge you. You know, I'm sure people judge me. Don't act like you ain't judging me. Anyhow, no, I don't hate him. I support him giving up. I think he knew the choice he was making, and he was strong. I think he was very strong, and I think you're misinterpreting why he was giddy. I think you're putting that on the him breaking the rules with Blizzard, and that's not what it was about. It was about him breaking the rules with Hong Kong and China. He was not standing up to Blizzard. He was standing up to Xi.
Yeah. Blizzard are a bunch of cunts anyway. I
mean, sure they are.
What was it? The whole thing over fucking what's that bloody game? The first person shooter online multiplayer one.
You got to be more. Oh,
well, by Fortnite? Blizzard. Come on, they don't do. No, not they don't do fucking.
Oh, you
Fortnite.
mean from Blizzard? It's Overwatch.
That's it. Overwatch. That's it. The when they started banning people, you know, for swearing and trolling and that kind of thing. And then I was like, you know what? All right, whatever. And then they said if they catch players doing it on social media, they'll also ban you from the game. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But remember, guys,
the police.
They support your right to say what you want to say.
Yeah.
That's in that fucking statement. That we support, your right to your opinion. Fucking assholes.
Cocksuckers.
Fucking lying assholes. Look, I would respect them more if they would have just stayed with their original thing with he broke this by making us look bad, because that's not untrue. Now, I don't think he did that. I don't think that most people would look at that and go, he did make them look bad. But in the eyes of China, where they want to break in, Yeah, he did. He made him look bad.
Mm.
They were like, "Uh-oh," he spoke out in favor. Do you guys realize what shitbags China really is?
Oh yeah,
Because
they have
they
a
get
social credit system, people.
yeah, they get a pass for it. We talk shit about North Korea all the time, but China is North Korea proper.
It's also really dirty.
Yeah,
The air is like black, you know.
look at a map. North Korea is just China's dick.
I like that. That's how Italy's Europe's dick.
Indeed.
Dirty, greasy, spaghetti smelling.
Florida's our
Penis.
dick. I mean, every fucking place has
It's
one.
America's cheesy dick.
Oh man, but yeah, China's horrible, man. Right now, this has gotten very, very little attention. They have concentration camps for Muslims,
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
and we're not talking U.S. Border Patrol concentration camps. We're talking hardcore Nazi concentration camp.
Yeah, work you to death.
Yeah,
Type of concentration camp.
Yeah. And I don't care how you feel about Muslims or whatever. I don't think anybody deserves that kind of treatment. But yeah, they're just like, fuck it. That's why they don't have a Muslim problem. And nobody's saying a word because China has so much money. Everybody wants China's money. And South Park actually did a really good job highlighting this last week or whenever it was they did it. That's all anybody cares about when it comes to China. It's just their fucking money. Ex Bubba Hotep, thank you. A communist country is horrible. This is hard to believe. I know they're so nice and smelly. But in the South Park episode, Randy ends up in jail because he tries to bring marijuana into China. And so he ends up in a Chinese jail, and you see people like beaten and worked to death, and one dude taken out back and shot.
Oh, wow. Hold on a second,
It's China. I mean, it's fucking China. I don't know why we're pretending that this place isn't a fucking shithole that's horrible to its people. I mean, that's what they are. Anyhow.
I'm back.
If Florida is our dick, does that make Louisiana our taint? It's sweaty and smells bad. Well, I think if you look at it, if Florida's our penis, which I believe it is our dick, that would make Texas basically our taint, and California our asshole. But I mean that sounds pretty normal to me.
Wales is our big ass.
Is it?
Yeah.
Joy says, trying to wind down with some weed. Good luck, man. Good luck.
Yeah.
What else did I want to talk about tonight, Bear? There was other stuff.
I don't know.
I did that one. Oh, this one here. So Slate wrote an article about Beto O'Rourke.
Okay.
So Beto, over here, Bear, there's a couple of things that people have been saying about Democrats and the left for quite a while. Things like they want to get rid of our guns, and they want to tax churches. And the left has always been like, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to take your guns. We don't want to punish churches. No. Why would you think that? And so Beto O'Rourke already came out and hell yeah, we're going to take your guns and take your ARs and your AKs.
Good luck.
And then on the last night they had the gay stream over there on CNN where they had not all the Democratic candidates, most of them. There were 3 of the majors who didn't show up. I can't remember who they were, but it was an LGBT town hall.
Okay.
Presented by CNN.
A gay hall.
Yeah. And Beto was asked if churches, schools, and religious organizations don't believe in gay marriage. Yeah, gay marriage. Was it? Yeah, I think it's gay marriage. Anyway, if they don't believe in that, should they lose their tax exempt status? And Beto, of course they should. So,
right.
so Beto's, no matter what you think of him right now, he's the honest liberal up there. He's the one being honest. You can't tell me you want common sense gun control and not tell me you want to take away guns, because as I've mentioned before, if you say, look, we can't have a 15-round magazine, we can only have a 10-round magazine, the obvious question there is, are you saying it's okay to shoot 10 people instead of 15?
Are you saying
because
people
that's what
don't
it
know how to
sounds like
reload?
Because that's what it sounds like you're saying, that it's okay for 10 people to get killed and not 15. So the obvious eventual outcome of any of their shit is to get rid of guns. And so Beto just came out like, yeah, we're going to take that gun. Now, he hasn't said all guns, but he'll get there. Wait until somebody explains to him that handguns kill more people than rifles ever do.
Yeah.
They kill more in a year than rifles do in like 7 years. Anyway,
they're small, easy to handle for the most part, depending on what the brand is, makers even.
A lot easier to conceal it.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so Slate wrote this article. Beto O'Rourke is turning into a human straw man for conservatives. A human straw man. Do you know what a straw man is?
Of course I do, yes.
For those of you in the chat who don't, a straw man is when somebody makes an argument and starts arguing against it, even though that's not the argument you made.
Yeah. It happened to me quite a bit over the last couple of nights when I was shitposting on Twitter at work. Oh,
man, you get straw manned a lot on Twitter.
Yes, I do, yeah.
Losar likes to do it to me. And then I just start fucking with him about why he hates different ethnicities. Because I just think it's funny.
If they're going to argue in bad faith.
I'm just going to fuck with you.
Yeah.
So this person's argument is that, look, nobody cares what Beto says. Yeah, by the way, Hollywood was promoting the fuck out of this guy just 6 months ago. But now nobody cares what he says. Now, and he's not polling well nationally. That's true. He's got no chance in hell to be president. That's true. But he does have a big stage and a big mouth and a big following. And so what he says has not merit, but weight.
Weight, yeah.
It has weight to it. But their argument is basically Beto doesn't exist, I guess. Because you can't go like that would be what a human straw man is.
Excuse me a moment, please.
Sure. That would be what a human straw man is somebody who doesn't exist. He's out there saying what a lot of liberals think and want. There's a great moment in where hang on, I gotta find it. Is it right at the end of this? Oh, here it is. Yeah. O'Rourke's comments drew a warm round of applause in a friendly room. A warm round of applause. The people in the audience lost their shit. When he said that, they were hooting and hollering. It wasn't it wasn't like people going, okay, yeah, that's all right. No, they were fucking hooting and hollering, for fuck's sake. But no, O'Rourke's comments drew a warm round of applause. Ah, man, it drew mighty applause, enthusiastic agreement, you dumbass. We'll get to the Ben Shapiro stuff, which they mentioned here. Vlogger Ben Shapiro, to take just one example, suggested that religious conservatives might be forced to move out of the country or pick up a gun if the candidate's plans ever came to pass. People lost their shit on Twitter about him, his gun comment. And we'll talk about that in a minute, because I've never watched Ben's show live before. I've caught bits and pieces of it. Like if I'm really bored, I'll throw on a Ben live stream or a Ben show, but I've never seen one live. And I happened to watch the one that caused all the controversy today.
What's that?
Ben Shapiro responding to what Beto O'Rourke had said. But yeah, Bear, in this, what they say is that his comments drew a warm round of applause. Doesn't that sound civil?
Oh, sorry, mate. My son keeps interrupting me.
I hear him. How's he doing?
You gonna say hello to Monkey?
Hi, Alfie.
Hello, Monkey.
He says hello.
Hello, monkey. He's awesome, man. And he is
You gonna go sit in there?
Yes, of course.
Go on, then do it. His
adorable.
English is coming on amazing, by the way. He's very
Don't
intelligent.
change the way he speaks.
Well, this school.
His accent is fucking amazing. I love it.
Although his accent's not going to change, unfortunately, but his English, as in English class, is coming on amazing recently. So,
well, see, you sound so proper when you speak.
Well, no, I'm not proper.
No. Now listen, your accent it's a very proper accent.
No, it's
his
not.
Is like, hello, monkey.
That's because he's a northerner.
Well, don't unnorthern him. Don't southernify him.
I know he's going to English class. It's not. It doesn't mess with their accents. The teachers have his accent. Everyone up here has that stupid accent.
Well, I don't know how it sounds on other people, but on him, it's awesome.
You've heard Vanilla Bear talk, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's how they all sound up here.
Well, hers sounds different too. I mean, she's female. She has a higher pitched voice and everything. Just he's so cute, man. Don't change him. Leave him just.
He's a skull monkey.
Look, I am telling you. See, this is why we left you guys. You don't listen.
He's a skull.
You don't listen.
Even you lot have school standards.
Yeah, we
exactly
do.
Very high, but
anyhow. So yeah, this article. Bear, after O'Rourke said his stupid ass comment, the crowd went wild. You would have thought he was a rock star finishing his song, you know?
Yeah.
But no. O'Rourke's comments drew a warm round of applause in a friendly room. Like it was a book club or something, and they did a polite clap at the end. No. That's not what happened. But if they explain what did happen, then it takes their argument and shits all over it. Because their argument is nobody actually thinks this way in the left. Bullshit. O'Rourke. See, they've said before, the most dangerous person in the world is somebody who has nothing to lose. And O'Rourke has nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't give a shit what he says. He can be as honest as the left wishes they were most of the time. He can come out and say, yes, I'm going to take your guns. Yes, I'm going to take tax exempt status from churches and charities and schools because he's a douchebag and doesn't care what he says. He is just, at this point, he just wants attention.
Yeah.
So, but he's a human straw man. No, he's somebody you're going to claim to disagree with, even though you actually do. You agree with him 100%. Stop lying, you pussy little cuck bitch. I don't like to use the term cuck, but that the writer of that, even if it's a chick, sounds like one.
The fucking cheek of these people to say that that's not their argument and that Beto's a straw man. It's like, hold on a minute. Beto O'Rourke is a candidate for the presidency of the United States of America. How the fuck is that not an argument on your side exactly?
A candidate who, when he first entered the race, earned $6 million.
Did he threaten to nuke Americans if they wouldn't give up their guns?
No. That was Eric Swalwell, who's already dropped out of the race.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he dropped out because he was a moron. And now we keep seeing his name in the press because of the impeachment. For some reason, the press keeps going and asking Swalwell for comment.
Yeah.
Swalwell's a moron. I mean, the guy makes AOC look almost educated. And anyhow. So I want to mention that yes, he is just he's just a straw man.
That's fucking stupid.
It is fucking stupid. You can't say something that exists as a straw man, you dumbass. It's not what straw man means.
That argument isn't prevalent across the entirety of the left wing, though. We have to recognize that. It is an argument that does come from some of the left, but it's not the entirety of the left.
What Beto is saying right now, the stuff he's been on for a while, this is the stuff that the elite in the left believe. And that's the problem. The elite in our country are fucking spurgs. They're fucking morons, man.
Well, I'd also suggest that the freshmen of the Dems aren't particularly bright either.
No, and they're a problem for the DNC right now because this is one of the reasons Nancy Pelosi waited so long on impeachment. She waited for something that she thought would get impeachment and the public on her side, because she knows that the candidates she has coming up suck donkey balls. They've been pushed so far left, something I predicted, so far left by this nomination fight. They've been pushed so far left by this election to try to get the news to give a shit about what they say, that she knows they have no chance in the general election because our country is not that far left.
Mm-hmm.
There's no poll that shows we're that far left that anybody takes seriously. And if Warren ends up winning this election, the primary election, even impeached Trump is going to beat her ass easily.
Yeah.
And they're being very careful, trying not to take Biden down right now, because Biden is their Luke Skywalker right now.
But he has fucking Alzheimer's.
I know.
The fuck?
He's an insane old man, but he's a corporate candidate. He
sniffs children. Openly.
He went in like he was going to kiss Anderson Cooper last night on TV.
What the fuck?
Dude's weird, man.
He's a sex pest.
And I don't know. He's not a sex. He's just weird.
He sniffs children.
You're right. He sniffs them, but I don't think he does it to be a sex pest. I think he's just weird.
Oh, come on. You can't tell me that when he takes that, he's not getting blood in it, mate. Come on. You know it's rushing down there.
I think I think I agree with Jack Cochran, who's on the show a lot. You know Jack.
Yeah.
Bad Comic Review. That's how he keeps his hair. He sniffs hair, and it makes his grow.
That's why his hair's white. You know, he's going around sniffing these kids' bad dandruff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going straight to his hair.
Maniac Man says Biden would get slammed by Trump too. Probably. But they have a better chance with Biden because he is a corporate candidate. He does have a long history of being far less radical than the primaries are making everybody be, because everybody has to argue for healthcare for all. They have to argue for single payer. They could not do that, but and with Biden, at least they can argue, okay, he said that, but what he really wants to do is because he's been doing this in the debates, is argue that we need to just make Obamacare better and transition and let people who want to get into single payer get into it, and keep Obamacare for everyone else.
Who would you say was worse, right? Now, I know that they're not really comparable because we have our own version of Bernie. The problem is that he's a leader of the opposition.
Mm-hmm.
Like, would you say that Corbyn was worse than Biden, or vice versa? Even though really it's not the two that you'd want to compare.
Corbyn's
Biden sniffs right? Corbyn, yeah, he doesn't like the Jews. Yeah, you got Corbyn, who's not a fan of the Jews. He also has his crew of communists bully the other members of the Labour Party who aren't in favour of his Marxist agenda. But then again, he's also a bit of a chubby chaser. We know he's fucked Diane Abbott.
I saw the news article.
Yeah.
Where he was bragging to friends and then come over to watch.
He also looks like a geography teacher and takes pictures of drainage covers.
This isn't because I don't think they're comparable, Bear. I think they're too similar, actually.
You say they're similar? You
said Bernie, right?
No, Biden.
Oh, Biden. Oh, in that case, Biden is better. And I've said this about Biden all along. If one of the Democrats were to win and end up beating Trump, Biden would be my choice.
Yeah? It wouldn't be Tulsi or the Yang Gang.
No. One, Yang is a straight up commie.
Is he?
Dude, what do you think UBI is?
It's a form of welfare, isn't it?
It's a communist ideal. And then he falls in line with everything else they want to do. He's there for Medicare for all, and all of that shit. He's there for it. And this is the same with Tulsi. I get so mad at conservatives. Tulsi's not that bad. I'm like, then you haven't fucking looked at what she's saying. all they care about is that she's like, I'm against wars. And they're like, yeah. Like, okay, what else does she say? She's for single payer healthcare. She's for free college. She's for all of the same bullshit. She's also
hot.
Yeah, she is. She's not bad. She's aging pretty quick. Calm down on the campaign trail there, honey.
Isn't she currently serving right now?
I don't know if she is. But no, there's not a one of them that's really different unless you look. If you're looking at the what I call the corporate candidates, Bear, these are the ones who will take corporate donations and they get slammed for that. But like, oh my God, it's like you want to win the election or something. You have your corporate candidates right now would be Biden, Harris, Booker. I don't know about Buttigieg. I don't know enough about the guy. But so those are your choices. Harris is a dick-sucking murderer, or would-be murderer.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Toe. And Booker's a pussy. Dear God, you're a pussy, man. But Biden is the best of your corporate candidates. He's the one that's most likely to move back to the center after the election here.
Yeah.
He's the one that'll be more like a Bill Clinton candidate.
Yeah.
Because that's he'd care more about his legacy than changing the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're like, well, one of these has to be the president, which one? Yeah, give me Biden. I wouldn't like it, but it'd be so much better than a Warren presidency, man. Oh God.
Just a quick one to kind of add in my opinion. Cory Booker, far too engaged and dug deep into I need the racial vote.
Dude, you should have seen him up on the fucking stage yesterday. They're talking about LGBT issues, right? And every time he answered, he reminded people he was black. Because of my experience as a Negro. I mean, he didn't quite say it like that, but my God, every fucking answer. Like, yes, we can see you, Corey.
Yeah, I've watched his campaign advertisement, and my God.
Whoever is running his campaign needs to never do a campaign again because they're horrible at it. Cory Booker on paper should have been the nominee by far. He's a very good speaker. And he's not as communist as the others are. I mean, he's gone that way just like they all have to in this. But pre-election, he wasn't all commie. He started to almost go the Beto O'Rourke, where he's just saying whatever he thinks will get him some attention.
Yeah.
Because he's already had to go on Twitter and go, look, guys, we don't have enough money for the rest of this month. We need money. And he got it. So, excuse me. His campaign has gone on a little longer, but he's just
his campaign commercial came across like he was trying to sell himself as the next kind of Martin Luther King.
He has just come. He invoked King last night.
Of course he did.
He just comes off as such a pussy. Like, for Christ's sake, Corey.
I bet one of his speeches, he's going to forget that Obama ever existed and go, "I'll be the first black president."
Well, in fairness, he would be.
Well, is he blacker than Obama? Is he?
Well, yeah. Obama had a white mama.
Yeah.
People forget that because he was darker than fucking Corey is. I do think it's great. This is something I've always laughed about because Democrats, the little racist shits, they finally elected a black man, but he had to be half white before they'd do it. We'll elect a black man, but he better be half white.
Yeah, there's the line.
yeah. We're not going to elect a real black man. And look, I don't hold that against Obama that he's only half black or anything. I do think it's funny though that it never gets mentioned because it's actually more impressive that we hired a biracial president than an all black president. Because you're talking about a country where, I mean, it was illegal to interracially marry.
Mm.
And we had a president whose daddy was black.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't brown. He was a black man who
Mhm.
banged a little white girl.
Yeah, Kenyan, wasn't he?
Yeah. Was it Kenya? Yeah, I think Kenya. He was dark. That's
Yeah.
why the genes took over and Obama looks like a normal black person. Is that the right thing to say? Like a full-blooded black person. How about that? And we elected a mixed race president. That's fucking amazing. But they don't say that. He's the first black president.
Because they think that makes them look better.
They do, yeah. Like I said, I think it is far more progressive of us to have hired a mixed race president.
We have yet to have a black prime minister.
Well, you guys don't have very many black people over there.
Well, I thought that Chuka Amuna was going to be the first black prime minister. And I really don't want. I mean, the guy looks like a friggin' tea kettle, you know. In fact, he looks like the UEFA the UEFA Cup. You know, he looks like a sports cup that you win. You know,
Gotcha. Yeah,
he's got them big old ears. You know, a big bald head. No, I thought he was going to run for leadership of the Labour Party, but he didn't. And do you know why, Monkey?
What's that?
He didn't want to be in the limelight. He didn't want to be criticized by the mainstream media.
I can understand that.
The pussy.
Yeah, you're right.
He's a fucking politician, Monkey. He should be used to it.
But there's a different level of.
Well, I get this is a whole different level when you've got to stand there and argue with the acting prime minister every week. You know.
Well, not just that. the attention you get from the press. When you take one of the top jobs, because over here we have the three top jobs. You have the president, then you have the Speaker of the House, and the president pro tem of the Senate. And nobody used to care about those last two until Newt Gingrich in the 90s became a huge figure. I mean, some people knew who the Speaker of the House was before that, but most people didn't pay any attention. But in that case, they became a celebrity, you know.
Mm-hmm.
On the level of the president, and the absolute focus on those three people, the amount of, and I'm assuming it's the same for your top leaders over there. It is a level that even regular politicians will never understand, because everybody from the smallest paper in the country to your biggest news outlet is out there looking for that story that's going to blow them up by blowing you up.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right. It is a puss move, but I don't know if I blame him for it. You know.
Well, that's the thing is he went on to go start the Cuck Party, which you probably do remember.
Was that what it was called?
Yeah, they were called. It was CUK.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to kind of take a more center-left approach to things. You see, because they were obviously massively frustrated, you know. Because when Tony Blair was in power, the Labour was seen as what you'd call a red Tory. You know, they were more centre right than actual left wing, which is what the Labour Party is supposed to be. Then, you know, Corbyn came along. You know, he's a very, very senior member of the party, but you know, he's a rabid fucking communist. You know, and they did the leadership race, and I'm fairly sure he did start, if memory serves, to run. And then backed out, which, like, for the left, for the Labour Party, that must have been shit, because nobody wanted Corbyn to become the leader of the fucking Labour Party. Like, their party's not exactly in the best of shape these days, thanks to Mr. Corbyn. Yeah, it's I think that if he had ran, I think he might have won. Genuinely, I think he might have won. I think he would have beat the female candidates.
Can't
That's
beating women.
Yeah, beating their ass as well. Putting their ass to work on the corner.
Put them in their place.
Shitbags, put them in their fucking place. Yeah, you're right. No,
Well, look, you asked me before why white women or what led to white women. You had Theresa May. Common sense, white women reform. That's that. I mean,
can you imagine being the husband of Theresa May?
oh, look, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I got a thing for women in power. I really do. So if you even if she kind of ugly, be like, I'd still like to tap that.
I wouldn't. You get bits on your willy.
That's all right. You're, I don't. What movie was that? There was some movie I can't remember what it was, but it was A Few Good Men, where Jack Nicholson, not Nicholas. Nicholas is the golfer. Jack Nicholson, his character says something to the effect that he likes having sex with with women who are his superior officers. They're nothing better than banging them and having to salute them in the morning. I thought you had a thing for midgets. Look, I have a thing for a lot of different things. I'm multicultural.
He's all inclusive, if anything. He doesn't fuck the guys, but would you fuck a post-op trans person?
No, that's still a dude, man.
Even if they were a midget and were super hot?
Still a dude. Look, for me, ever a penis is a deal breaker. Now, if you say, well, would you do it if you didn't know? Well, if I didn't know, how would I know? I would think if I thought they were a woman, yeah, I guess I could do it. And then you tell me afterwards, haha, he used to be a guy. And I'd be like Ace Ventura plunging my face. It's just not something I'm interested in. No, and it's a yes. I realize it's a visceral response kind of thing, but no, I'm. And I've seen hot trannies like, yeah, you look good, but I wouldn't fuck you.
He would. He's lying.
I might let him suck my dick, but
oh, okay,
that's different.
Oh, is it? Why is it different?
Because you're not doing anything. You're just letting them do something. You just
you're laying there and enjoying it.
I wouldn't say I'd enjoy it.
Presumably, you kissed them on the mouth first.
Oh, fuck no. You don't kiss on the mouth. What's wrong with you? That's for your wife. You never kiss a woman you're not married to. Just throwing that out there.
Shut up, monkey. You don't kiss a woman you're not fucking married to. If you're single, you do.
No. That's how you get the herpes. That's how you get the mouth herpes, man.
Oh, he's such a wholesome monkey, isn't he?
I am.
So wholesome.
So wholesome it broke my spine. California just became the first state to require public colleges to provide abortions.
What?
Yeah. Not now, hang on. It's medication abortion, not regular abortion.
So what? Like if it's like gonna kill them or something?
Yeah, you take a pill to kill the baby.
Okay.
Yeah, we're advanced now, man. You don't need a hanger anymore.
Oh, don't need that staircase anymore, no.
No. California just became the first state in the country to require its public universities to provide medication abortion on campuses after Governor Gavin Newsom, that fucking dickball, signed the College Student Right to Access Act, or Senate Bill 24, into law on Friday. The University of California and California State University systems don't currently offer abortion on campus.
Well, I can't imagine many fucking colleges do.
No, they don't, because they'll have to now. The 34 universities.
When they say medical abortion, are they talking the morning after kind of pill?
Not exactly. No. This is
how
like
far along are we talking?
Through the first trimester.
Okay, that's all right. That's still pretty bad, but all right.
Yeah. Well, let me read this part. The 34 universities have until January 2023 to comply with the new legislation. Time that will be used to assess each campus health center's ability to provide medication abortion, a first trimester procedure that involves administering 2 pills to induce what is effectively a miscarriage. After evaluating medication abortion readiness, campus health clinics may also go on to purchase equipment, such as an ultrasound machine, train staff, and make sure proper protocols are in place.
That's going to cost the college a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
Why are you going to college? I need an abortion. This
The
is
fuck is wrong
retarded.
with that state?
Yeah, look, if a college wants to do this, fine. Unless they're on public money, and then it's like, go fuck yourself, do it with private funds. But no university should be required to do this. That's fucking retarded. That is fucking retarded. Those kids are going there for an education. And look, I understand. Yeah, look, they can't get an education if they get knocked up. Yeah, they can, dumbass. But this is not what they're going there for. This is not what their parents are paying for.
It's a fucking institution of education.
Yeah. Well, okay. Fars asks in chat, why are they assuming so many students are going to get pregnant in the first place? I'm glad you asked that. According to a 2018 study, an estimated 300 to 500 students who attend public universities in California seek out abortions each month.
Oh my God.
Off-site health centers. 300 to 500 a month.
Do we not do the sex education thing anymore?
I don't know. I don't know. What is 500 of what is that? 6,000 a year? That's a lot of fucking abortions.
Yeah, it is.
Look, stop fucking without protection. Jesus Christ. Get the pill.
It feels better.
It does. That's why I said get the pill.
Or the fucking what's the depot injection?
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Can they not do that on campus?
I don't know.
Instead, condoms, depot injection, like that kind of thing. No.
It's about access. California State Senator Connie Leva, who sponsored the bill, told Vice News last month after the bill passed the legislature. Just because you have a constitutional right, if you don't have access to that constitutional right, then it's really no right at all. I'm tired of women being shamed. I'm tired of women not being shamed. That's part of common sense white women reform. We need to bring back shame. Some of you are dirty whores. And you need to stop it. You need to stop it. I don't know how I got pregnant.
Oh,
you
lay
there and
them
let's
for being sex positive now. That's going too far.
I am sex positive. By all means, fuck all you want. Be a dirty whore. But when look, this isn't hang on.
But just know you are a dirty whore when you're going out and doing it.
Some of them are dirty whores. They always make it when we hear the story. Look, it was her first time having sex, and he lied to her and told her she couldn't get pregnant. Well, she should know how her pussy works.
If you're in college, you really should know. Like, it should be a kind of prerequisite for getting into college. Like, know how your pussy works.
Well, I love this part. If just because it's a constitutional right, if you don't have access to that constitutional right, then it's no right at all. Really? So you support guns on campus? I bet you don't.
Yeah.
And that's actually a listed constitutional right, unlike your bullshit 14th Amendment abortion shit. I mean, it's literally a constitutional right, spelled out.
Yeah.
Shall not be infringed, it says.
If it's so well known that even Brits know about it.
Yeah, indeed. But here, be a dirty whore. Just be safe about it. Because it's in all sincerity, I'm not just talking about abortions here. This is why you bitches wake up with an itch and a drip. Because you're not paying attention to what you're doing with your vagina. I shouldn't know more about how your vagina works than you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's what happens. See, once a month, a little gumball comes down the gumball machine and lands in your uteri. And if you let somebody inject their spermie up in there's a chance you're going to have a little baby. So don't let them do that without taking some kind of precaution, whether it's the pill, condoms, which, by the way, you should use those two together. You'll be amazed how often you don't get pregnant. I mean, it's insane. And yes, I know not everybody can take the pill, and sometimes people still get pregnant with contraceptive. Shut the fuck up. Stop giving me the outliers. That's not what's happening in these cases. Do not tell me
you could just argue, well, get the coil then, get the depot injection then. Abstain, you whore!
Don't tell me we're killing 400,000 plus babies a year. Sorry, fetuses a year. And all of them were either rape or an accident or a busted condom. It's nonsense. You people are fucking without protection. That's what's happening most of the time.
Yeah.
You dirty little shits need to learn how your bodies work. And women, you need to learn to say no. It's like, oh, wait, you don't have a condom? Then no, we're not doing it. And you know what? Next time, he'll show up with a fucking condom because he really wants to bang you.
Yeah.
You're being dirty horse. We need shame. We need shame back. We have these ones. I've had 4 abortions. You're a dirty whore. That's it. You're a nasty slut. Please don't sit on any of my furniture. You had these women. I mean, they were actually promoting it with their shirts. I had an abortion. Well, good for you. You killed something.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you got to tell me what to do with my innards. Well, you're not using them right. Somebody needs to tell you how to do it.
Your fucking daddy didn't tell you, right? Did he?
Dear Christ. You can't tell me how to use my vagina. Well, you obviously didn't read the owner's manual. Because you're not doing it right. Oh my God. Look, I understand we live in a world where we will probably never get rid of abortion. That's fine. All right. I accept that. I don't like it, but I accept it. But what we should be doing is our damn best to get that number as low as possible.
Yep. Agree.
Not trying to pump it up so we can show how much we support the women's. Jesus,
try to
fuck,
tell me
man.
my body, my fucking choice. All right, you're gonna pay for it then, dickhead.
No, they never want to pay for it. No.
No,
My body, my choice, but give me your checkbook.
Yeah. It's exactly the same shit in the UK, mate. Honestly, it really is. The vast majority of women, they use it as a form of birth control.
Yes, exactly. At the height of our abortions here, there were over 1 million abortions a year. It was back in the 90s.
Just killed 1 million babies. Well done.
1 million. And the vast majority of them, guys, Negro. More. There's a statistic, Bear. I'm not making from 2016. More black babies were aborted than born in New York City that year.
Yeah, of course, that's the case. It's the biggest killer of black people in America is abortion.
Oh, but nobody cares about that. And look, I'm not saying that they should have all had babies. We should teach them about sex education. But for all the times we hear about, oh my God, that's racist. Nobody gives a fuck that abortion is being pushed on black people. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
That what's being pushed on black people is not having more? Look, if you want to push that, at least do it the nice way and teach them about condoms, for fuck's sake. Teach them about, saying, no, we're not going to do it if you don't have that. We need to teach women that it's okay to take it in the butt.
I think Planned Parenthood should be spending more time educating people rather than shoving a vacuum inside the women.
It's almost like they have some kind of deal with Hoover or something.
They've got a Henry Hoover fucking deal going on,
Well, there was that movie that came out recently. They got banned in a whole bunch of places and got pulled off like YouTube. The one about the chick who worked in an abortion clinic. And she actually was a director of it. And she left because they started having quotas where they were pushing them to get a certain number of abortions each month. And that makes sense. I'm not saying it makes sense that they're doing that or it's good. But if you run a business, you want to do the thing that brings money in. And you know what brings money in? Abortions.
Yeah. They can use that shit for stem cell research, can't they?
Margaret Sanger's philosophy is alive and well today. Yeah, and we ignored it as much as they did back then. That bitch was a horrible racist. She was a eugenicist. And for the record, she hated everybody. But she really hated those Negroes, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Extra hard.
She's like, fuck them. I mean, I don't like the Chinese, but fuck them Negroes. I wonder how many black guys she banged. I bet it was a lot.
Hate fucking.
My body.
Fuck me, you dirty Negro.
Right. She has some of that racist porn I've read about. You ever see that shit? That shit's funny.
No.
Oh, you gotta watch it sometime. It's funny as shit.
That's the thing, though. Like, I watch porn, to get off, not to fucking laugh my ass off.
Well, so do I, but I saw it was there. I'm like, all right, I'll look at that. And I laughed. I had to go on because I wasn't there for that. But yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Got this little white girl trying her best to be racist. And she's just being fucking plowed. Anyhow. Not that I've ever seen that. No, I read about that.
In a book.
Yeah. On the Christian Science Monitor. That's where I see everything.
Mm-hmm.
But no, ladies, it's okay to take it in the butt. Just lube up a little bit first. If you know he's coming over, maybe put a butt plug in, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll
be hot. Put one of those tails in and dress up like an anime whore.
Oh, there you go. Make it fun. And then you can he can plow you all you like. Rub yourself. It'll help you get off, and you won't get pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure he splooges in you so that there's not much leakage coming.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be fine. Give him a blowjob. Whatever happened to blowjobs?
I don't know. I've been married for a while.
You're in college. Suck a dick.
Gobble gobble, motherfucker. Come on.
Yes. If you're gonna be a dirty whore, be a dirty whore.
Mr. Dax, I'm sorry, right? But that's my favorite genre at the moment is going to the cosplay section and watching bitches dressed up as fucking Raphtalia and getting fucked, I love it. I can't avoid the faux incest stuff, though. Not that I get particularly mad at that because it's usually hot as fuck, but...
Well, that stuff has been around for a long time. It's just become really popular lately. And I really don't get it. Because that's not how I look at my family. But if people like it and it's not real, what do I care?
Yeah, I like the pervy mum stuff and the what is the sister one called again? Bratty sister, yes, that's nice.
Bratty sister. Oh God. Well,
yeah,
there was a very popular porn movie back in the late 70s, early 80s. There was actually a series of them called Taboo. And it was about family fucking. And it's one of the first porns I ever saw was Taboo 2. And there was a scene in Taboo 2 that I really, really liked. The sister won't have sex with the brother. So the brother comes up with this plan with his girlfriend. His girlfriend is in the hot tub with his sister. And they start playing with each other and the music starts, you know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
And they decide to go in the house and the sister lays down and the girlfriend starts going down on her. And then the camera goes up to see the sister's face and you come back down. And instead of the girlfriend there, the brother's there.
Stealthy.
And then the sister looks up and oh my God. Oh, that's so nice. It's fucking awesome. Anyhow.
That's the good type of stealthing,
man. So it's not like the genre never existed before, but yeah, it's like blown up according to the search results for the last several years.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you open up Pornhub, you're met with it immediately. I've
never been on there, so I don't know, but
it's fine. I work for the Christian website that you regularly frequent. I do the research necessary for good Christians such as yourself.
That's a good man.
Oh, I've actually scheduled my stream for past, but I can push it back a little bit, seeing as we're still here.
According to my time, I still got 10 minutes to go. So
yeah, I actually set it for in 10 minutes time a couple of hours ago, but I'll move it forward just a little bit. So that we can have a moment before moving on. Are you joining me on my stream this morning, Mr. Monkey?
Sure, I'll be happy to.
Yeah, we only go for like an hour or something like that.
I want to do this last story real fast, Bear.
Okay. There's no rush. I just moved it to 10-2. So,
Kansas 12-year-old arrested for pointing finger gun at another student.
What?
An Overland Park middle schooler was arrested last month after she pointed a finger gun at another student. The student, a 12-year-old at West Ridge Middle School, was arrested by Overland Park police on September 18th. Dave Smith, a spokesperson for Shawnee Mission School District, would only comment on the matter by email saying, "I want to be very clear. The arrest of this student was wholly unrelated to any district policy. It was a municipal police department decision, and our policies don't impact police department decisions." The Overland Park Police Department did not make officials available to discuss the matter on camera. Overland Park Police said in an email that they were made aware of the threat through the school district's through the school district's online reporting portal. School officials and a school resource officer questioned 2 students about the incident. The interviews corroborated the account of the potential threat. The resource officer arrested the student and took her back to an appropriate facility, police said.
Appropriate?
Yeah. The Johnson County District Attorney's Office then filed charges. Quote,
San Quentin prison.
quote, ensuring the safety of everyone in school or community is a top priority and requires constant vigilance, parents reminding their children of proper behavior in school, and an understanding by the public that each case is thoroughly investigated before any arrest is made and a charge filed. She pointed a finger gun, man.
Deadly.
It's a fucking finger gun.
You got to watch out for them nails, mate. You know they'll get you. You know what girls' nails are like, mate. It's long and shit. You know.
That is dumb as fuck.
What the fuck? What is going on?
It was a fully automatic.
We need finger control now.
It's a fully semi-automatic finger gun.
You know,
for fuck's sake.
When I hear this fucked up shit happening in America, it makes me extremely suspicious of my own country. Because if you lot are doing this shit, what the fuck's going on in mine? Like, because you know we're 20 steps ahead in fucked up, stupid shit like this. I'm just wondering what the fuck's going on over here.
I know, right? Because you guys, I tell people you need to pay attention to what is happening in England because that's the shit that's coming over here next.
Like,
you guys are like 2 steps ahead.
No. There was the thing at the colleges where you couldn't shout and you couldn't clap. That's the next stage from there. You see.
Indeed.
But that doesn't involve a prison sentence. Just just wave your fingers. Oh, wait a minute. We can still do the jazz hands though.
You can do jazz hands, yeah.
Yeah,
it's what you're supposed to do, actually. Thank you so much, Seal, who says was a AR assault finger gun. I think it was.
Yeah.
Man. The last story. I'm sorry, there was one more story, and I wanted to get to this one. I actually had P Dog send it to me. He talked about it on his show yesterday morning. Don't forget, guys, morning night every weekday morning at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. Eastern time. Disney is using AI to correct gender bias in its movies.
What?
When you break down classic Disney movies, they usually have a very problematic undertone. I mean, just look at Ariel, the redheaded mermaid from The Little Mermaid, who was more than willing to give up her voice for a man. Not to mention how Kiss the Girl, a song about Prince Eric and Ariel's sexual tension, argues that consent isn't necessary in the lyrics.
That bitch was the perfect woman. She gave up her voice, and she's a fit redhead. What more do you want? Come on.
And then it gives the lyrics. There's only one way to ask her. It don't take a word, not a single word. Go on and kiss the girl. Now they don't mention in this article that Ariel wanted her to kiss him.
Yeah,
wanted him to kiss her. Sorry, I said that backwards. It was what she wanted. It's actually what she needed to get her voice back.
Yeah.
But Disney's also been progressive in many ways. From its new adaptations of movies to how the production company's moving away from Prince Charming type storylines. Disney is now taking a step further to improve its representation by turning to AI using GDIQ, a tool that reviews scripts to spell check gender bias. The tool was developed by Oscar-winning actress Gina Davis, the founder of the Davis Institute on Gender in Media.
That bitch didn't develop it. She hired a team of fucking people to do it.
I just want to point out Gina Davis is a white woman. Using AI, Davis's company created the gender bias tool called well, that's not English. The gender bias tool called that. Okay, the gender bias tool they have called in here doesn't belong. Okay, let me try this the right way. Davis's company created a gender bias tool that analyzes script to pick up on gender bias. It counts the number of male and female characters and then evaluates whether the breakdown is representative of the actual population. So here's what this tool does. It looks at the script and sees how many boys and how many girls in there. They needed AI for that.
Because they can't count on the fingers because fingers are
No,
illegal
it's a
now.
white girl. It's a dumbass white woman. Of course she can't.
I feel like Monkey's going to end up creating a brand new kind of wave within the genre, you know? But before it started off with like atheists versus Christians, then it was, you know, the gamergators versus the gaming
The white
industry and the fucking and that was white women as well, to be fair. And then of course it was the feminists, and most of them were white women. Most of them, there was a racial element to that shit too. And now it's Monkey's just gonna specifically aim it at white women.
It needs aimed at white women. We need to rein these bitches back to where they need to be, equal. But anyway, the tool, which was developed at the University of Southern California Vertibi School of Engineering, is being used to evaluate how many characters are part of the LGBTQ plus community, how many characters are people of color, how many have disabilities, as well as characters that are part of other minority groups that aren't frequently represented in film and television. It was a keynote speech in New Zealand earlier this year. In a keynote speech, Davis pointed out how this tool wasn't designed to shame and blame screenwriters and filmmakers, but instead to raise awareness of the unconscious bias laying in between the lines of scripts. I really hate that word, unconscious bias. Well, that phrase.
Yeah, so do I.
Thank you, X-Bubba Hotep. Hashtag CSWWC. Common sense, white women control. We need it desperately.
What happens when the AI turns around and says, you got too many black people?
Well, if you
or too many fucking queers, you know?
If you applied this to Frozen, they'd have to give men more time on screen.
Yeah.
So yeah, look forward to Disney having full representation in its movies, which will be great. It'll be great. They'll have like a third of a Chinese person in there. Somebody will be a gay, trans, lesbian, Mexican. In every movie, you'll have to have all of this.
Disney makes kids movies. Kids don't even know what these fuckers are.
No. Fairy tales are good for kids. It's been shown in studies that it's good for kids. Stop putting your adult shit into it.
Yeah. You're just fucking degenerates.
This is what happens when you're a whore in college. That's why we need to bring back shame. They'll have 3/5 of a black guy. God damn you, Ryan.
Hey.
That's not nice.
Who said that?
Ryan.
Oh, Ryan is typical, yeah.
If you look at the breakdowns of that stuff, it's at most you're going to have 50-50 men and women.
I bet they don't have that. They'd be like, white men have privilege, so we'll reduce that to 20%.
And what about the demographic part of it? You know, you got to have racial breakdown. Well, which racial breakdown do you use? What, the one in the US or the one in the UK?
There's that as well, yeah.
You guys have a lot fewer blacks than we do.
Yeah.
We have a lot more Latinos than you do.
Yeah, yeah.
Zoran Zero, thank you so much. Am I too late for the Blizzard talk? Oh, well, at least I know this channel will always support China, my favorite female pro wrestler. Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Nice little turn around there as well. I like that. Well done.
Yeah, that was good.
Is she still alive?
I don't know. When I first started reading that, when he said, I always support China, I was like, what the fuck are you oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
But no, thank you. Yeah, we already talked about it. I think it was was it the middle of the show, the top of the second hour, around there somewhere. So yeah, we're actually going to be wrapping up here and moving over to Bear's channel here in just a minute, guys. So on Irate Alex, the link is below. Plus, we'll throw the. Do you have the
yeah, I've got it. Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to go and wrap up here, guys. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I really do appreciate the support, and not just the financial support. We'll get to that in a minute, but just you guys coming out and hanging out and interacting with us every day. You're amazing. You're great people. Best audience in the universe. That is just fact. As for the financial donations, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that, and how humbling it is that you're willing to support me that way. That's amazing and awesome of you. I really do appreciate it.
Sorry, that 3% PSC. No, that's not right.
As for you, Bear, it's been a while, and I'm glad to talk to you again. And we will be moving over to his channel in a minute. But is there anything you want to shill?
The stream, 20 minutes. Come.
There you go.
Link in the chat.
And monkey humble LOL. No, look, when it comes to you guys making your money, my money, it is humbling. It is, because you guys are paying me for my voice and my thoughts, and that's awesome. I really do appreciate it. But thanks for coming out, guys. Bear, thanks for joining me.
You're most welcome, Pepper.
Everybody, enjoy your Saturday. We'll see you over on Bear's channel. Bye, guys.
Come on over, folks. See you then.
This is where I sing because it's ending.